What's up, y'all? You already know who it is. Mr. Max here, and you watching Gangster Notes, Season 2, Episode 1. Today, we're going to summarize The Bonfire of the Vanities by Tom Wolfe. Alright, in this book, we've got 6 main characters that the book revolves around. First main character is Sherman McCoy. He's a white investment banker that's got a great life. He's got a wife and a daughter, and he's even got a mistress on the side. Second character is Maria Ruskin. She is Sherman McCoy's mistress, and she's a gold digger. She's married to an old rich white guy, and she's just waiting for him to die to take the money. Harold Lamb is a poor black boy that got hit by a car driven by Maria. We'll get into that later. Peter Follow is an alcoholic reporter who kind of needs a big break here. Like, he's kind of been getting desperate. And when he hears about Sherman McCoy's accident, he capitalizes on it. Reverend Reginald Bacon exploits Sherman's situation just for personal profit. It may seem like he's trying to help the community and help out black people, but he's really just doing it for himself. And the last main character is Lawrence Kramer. He's the ambitious young district attorney that tries to defend Sherman McCoy in his case. Alright, to summarize The Bonfire of the Vanities, it all starts off with Sherman McCoy living a nice life. He's got his wife, his daughter, and they all live happily in a nice big house. He's even got his young mistress Maria on the side. But it all changed for Sherman one night. He picked up Maria from the airport, and they're driving to New York City. They took a wrong turn, and next thing they know, they're in the Bronx. Trying to get back to a safer place, they see an on-ramp, but it's covered by garbage. Sherman gets out of the car to try and move the garbage, and Maria moves into the driver's seat. Maria sees two young black boys approaching Sherman. They freak out. Maria yells at Sherman to get back in the car. He gets back in the car, they drive away frantically, injuring one of the black boys. Later do they realize that Lamb has been hospitalized and is severely injured. When news gets out, an alcoholic journalist who's looking for his big break gets on the news. He fabricates a bunch of stuff and gets the media all crazy behind him. When Lamb identifies his attacker as a rich man in a Mercedes, Sherman is arrested and put on trial. Also, while this is happening, Preacher Bacon is making a lot of personal profit. The reporter and preacher, they don't really care about what's right and getting justice for Lamb. All they really care about is personal profit. And that's all the book is about. It's all about greed. Later in the book, when Lamb dies, Sherman is charged of manslaughter and ends up penniless and alone. Maria refuses to tell her guilt. And that's basically the book. So, a possible theme I came up with for The Bonfire of the Vanities is greed and where it leads you. Pretty much every character in the book is greedy. Sherman McCoy, very greedy. A wife and a daughter, perfect home life wasn't good enough for him. He had a mistress. And where did that lead him? Into jail. Maria, she's greedy. She's trying to be a gold digger off this old white man so she can take the money when he dies. She ends up living with the guilt of killing a black boy. Reverend Bacon, he's greedy. He takes bribes from white people to make sure the black people don't get mad and try and overthrow the white people or riot. The reporter, Peter Fallow, he don't really care about the case. He's just greedy. He just wants to the news to get out and fabricate it for his own good, for his own money. And all this greed in the book, it's going to catch up to them, as it did with Peter McCoy. My apologies, Sherman McCoy. And that's what I think the theme for the book is, greed. And it's not going to end up good. Thank you. This was Thug Notes, Season 2, Episode 1. Mr. Max, signing out. Peace out, gangsters.